Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to dive into a comprehensive analysis of two powerful substances, cocaine and crystal meth. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore their chemical properties, the effects they have on health, patterns of usage, and the broader social implications. It's a complex topic, but understanding it is crucial for making informed decisions and fostering awareness. Let's get started. Cocaine and crystal meth are both powerful stimulants that have a major impact on public health and society. Cocaine is a natural stimulant derived from coca leaves. It's known for its quick onset and intense, but short-lived effects. On the other hand, crystal meth is a synthetic stimulant that produces a much longer and more intense stimulation, which partly explains why it is so widely abused. Both drugs act on the central nervous system, and their use carries serious risks not only for the individuals involved, but also for the communities around them. Understanding these drugs is crucial for addressing their effects and reducing harm. Cocaine is a natural alkaloid derived from coca plant leaves. Its primary action is to inhibit the reuptake of dopamine in the brain, which causes dopamine to build up. This buildup leads to a rapid and intense feeling of stimulation and euphoria, but the effects tend to be relatively short-lived. On the other hand, crystal methamphetamine is a synthetic drug that not only blocks dopamine reuptake like cocaine, but also actively triggers the release of dopamine. This dual action produces effects that are more powerful and longer-lasting, which is why crystal meth stimulant effects can be much more intense and prolonged compared to cocaine. Understanding these chemical and pharmacological differences helps explain why the two drugs impact the brain and user experiences so differently. Cocaine usually comes as a fine white powder. It's often very pure, but can be mixed with other substances to increase volume. On the other hand, crystal meth typically appears as clear or bluish crystals that look like small shards of glass or rocks. These distinct appearances are due to their different chemical origins. Cocaine is derived from the coca plant, while crystal meth is synthetically made in labs. The physical form of each drug also affects how users prepare and consume them, which plays a significant role in their overall impact and risks. When it comes to cocaine, the most common methods are snorting the powder, smoking it as crack cocaine, or injecting the dissolved powder. The effects of cocaine are intense but short-lived, typically lasting only 15 to 30 minutes. This brief high is what often leads users to take repeated doses in a short period. On the other hand, crystal meth can be used in more diverse ways: smoking, snorting, injecting, or even taking it orally. The effects of crystal meth last much longer, anywhere from 8 to 24 hours. This prolonged stimulation not only increases the potential for more severe health risks, but also affects how people use it and how addiction can develop. The long-lasting high often leads to extended periods of use and makes recovery more challenging. When we look at the health effects and risks of cocaine, the primary concerns are cardiovascular problems like heart attacks and strokes. Snorting cocaine can also cause significant damage to the nasal passages. Both cocaine and crystal meth have a very high potential for addiction because they strongly affect the brain's reward system, making it difficult for users to stop. On the psychological side, using either drug can lead to anxiety, paranoia, and a range of other mental health issues. Turning to crystal meth, the physical damage tends to be even more severe. It can cause extreme weight loss and serious dental problems, often called meth mouth. It also leads to profound neurological damage over time. The addiction potential and psychological effects are similar to cocaine, with both drugs posing serious risks to mental health and overall well-being. Understanding these differences and similarities is crucial in addressing the challenges users face. When we look at the legal classification, both cocaine and crystal meth are considered Schedule II controlled substances in the United States. This means they have a high potential for abuse, but there are recognized medical uses for them under strict regulation. Despite these controls, illegal recreational use of both drugs remains widespread. From a social perspective, cocaine is often tied to urban party scenes and wealthier environments. In contrast, crystal meth has been linked to serious epidemics affecting both rural and urban communities. It's associated with more severe social harms, including higher rates of crime and family disruption. Understanding these social dynamics is crucial for shaping effective public health policies and law enforcement strategies. To wrap up, it's important to understand that cocaine and crystal meth have distinct origins and chemical actions. Cocaine is natural and mainly blocks dopamine reuptake, leading to brief effects, whereas crystal meth is synthetic and triggers a much stronger and longer-lasting release of dopamine. This difference also shows up in their physical forms. Cocaine usually appears as a powder, while meth comes in crystalline shards. These forms influence how they're used and how long their effects last. Both drugs carry serious health risks and a high potential for addiction, along with significant mental health challenges. From a social and legal standpoint, they are both controlled substances but have different patterns of use and societal impacts. Ultimately, being aware of these distinctions is key for effective prevention, treatment strategies, and shaping policies that address the realities of each drug.